Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and get started for our afternoon session. And and I'm happy to introduce Kathrin Schuster. She's the executive director of SPAGN, and she's going to share with us a bit about the development of the Bone Sarcoma Alliance. She was really instrumental in setting this up within the SPAGN network. And take it away, Kathrin.
Thank you. No, I'm blushing.
Oh.
So welcome back. I'll be quick, but I think given the topics we talked about before the lunch break, I think this might be a good addition to that discussion. So the Bone Sarcoma Alliance.
I just asked you to speak a little more loudly. People in the back asked that.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Because so what is the Bone Sarcoma Alliance? So this is a very young initiative. It's a partnership. We only just founded it like 1.5 years ago, officially founded it. The idea was to bring together patient representatives, patient groups from both the young persons like parents, but also the like older persons, spanning basically all bone sarcomas. The idea came from originally from the patient and parent group at the FOSTER consortium. FOSTER is a European consortium focused on bone sarcomas, and also our own initiative. So what we wanted to do is bring together the different groups. We know we share common challenges, and that's what we wanted to work together on. So like late symptoms, disparities in access, lack of research, late treatment effects, lack of support. And I think the overarching goal is to amplify the voice of all bone sarcoma groups, patients, and also coming together to work on this together. Also, and I've added this is a pretty new development. What we're trying to do is also to bring our experience, the insights from the bone sarcoma community to the research processes that can be academic or can be within the pharmaceutical companies. So how do we work? Mostly virtual, to be honest. So we meet on a regular basis every 6 to 8 weeks. We have an online exchange platform, which is called Slack. And so SPAGN's role in this is we're providing the platform. We do a lot of administrative stuff, organizing the meetings. But that is really run by the people on the right-hand side from my side, left-hand side from yours. So this is Ornella Gonzato. She is with the Italian organization, Pan Panziarca with the PP53 organization in the UK, and Zoe Davison from the Bone Cancer Research Trust. So what have we done within the last 1.5 years? We've set up governance principles and operational rules, so how we want to work together. We established, as I said, the steering committee, and some of the actual activities was bringing together bone sarcoma track for last year and also this year. And last year we also started a collaboration with EMSOS, the European Musculoskeletal Oncology Society. We were invited to talk at the annual meeting 2024, and in 2 weeks for the 2025 meeting, bringing in the patient perspective on behalf of the bone sarcoma patients. But as I said, we're still at the very early stage of development. We're still getting to know each other. We're still learning from each other what the different challenges are, because we've been talking about access earlier. That is something that is not only true for South Africa, but is also true to Eastern European countries. They have organized patient advocacy, but no access to clinical trials, for example. So this is something we're just learning, and how we can work together to address those aspects. A few things that we already did. As I said, we have our regular meetings, participations in relevant scientific meetings. We will also take a closer look at the survey that was presented this morning. So the global sarcoma pathway survey. We will have a closer look on the findings, especially for bone sarcomas, and also when we have the sufficient numbers on the subtypes of bone sarcoma. And two things that are currently in discussion. So I'm just briefly touching on them is what we would like to do is a survey on bone sarcoma clinical trials. So what we hear is from the researcher side, it's really difficult to get patients, recruit patients for the clinical trials. There must be some barriers. And we hear from the patient side that it's really difficult to find trials that they might be eligible for. So we're trying to bring this together to ask both sides and then put this together and see where the obstacles are. This is the one thing. And the second thing, again, still in discussion, but we want to do is a consensus roundtable on surgical treatment strategy, because we know it's still the main focus on treatment options within bone sarcomas. And there are a lot of open questions. And again, this is very early on. We know we have a lot to do to define what exactly we want to do, but those are the ideas we're currently discussing. And that's basically it. So any questions, I'm happy to take you now or later. Yeah, thank you for your attention.